Okay. Welcome everyone to February's Business First Wednesday, AI Tools for Small Business. I'm Melissa from the Business Insight Center at the Central Library of Rochester and Monroe County. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please remember to mute your microphones and enter any questions into the chat. We'll be answering questions throughout the presentation. This presentation is being recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube. And if you've registered for an event, you will receive an email with the presentation slides. Just a reminder, all services of the Business Insight Center and the Carlson Center for Intellectual Property are free and available by appointment only. And I would like to introduce you to Fatin Noor from the Small Business Development Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Melissa, for the introduction. My name is Fatin. I'm one of the business advisors here at the Finger Lakes Small Business Development Center. So today's topic is going to be AI tools for small businesses. Um, to start off, let me see, can I? Oh, yep. So when I was designing the presentation materials for this topic, I was thinking about AI has been in existence for quite some time for now, especially generative AI tools. The most popular ones being ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and all of these different tools. And and I'm pretty sure that a lot of us have been using these tools on a day-to-day basis. So I wanted to shift the focus for this presentation from kind of giving a presentation on what these tools are on or what AI is and things like that to like kind of look into some of the practical tools that small business owners and essentially anybody can use on their day-to-day basis for different purposes. Could be marketing, could be social media, etc. So, show of hands, or I can open the floor for anybody that wants to talk about their AI journey. If you are still new to this whole AI game, or if you feel like you are still a little bit of hesitant to use AI platforms and tools, maybe you can share with the rest of the people why you would feel that way. And hopefully, by the end of today's seminar or session, we might be able to change your mind. So, is there anyone who wants to raise their hands and maybe say something about what they feel about AI in general? Yes, please, Haiti.
Um, I'm relatively new to the AI field, and I think that I'm just rather hesitant because I really don't know how to use the tool.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyone else? And yeah, AJ, please. AJ?
Hey, morning everyone. My name is Allison. I love AI. I use it almost every day. I plan my life with it. For example, I'm designing and building a house, and AI really gave me all the tools that I need, including contractors, created a project plan, a timeline. I use it to train staff. I train staff in AI so that they can train students. I use it to differentiate lesson plans as a teacher. There are various tools, Magic School, in business. I also run I recently ended my role as a manager of a business incubator, and I teach the business owners how to automate some of their business with it.
Wow. So Allison, question for you. What tools do you use specifically on a day-to-day basis?
I use Gemini
Okay.
for the most part. Also, as a teacher, I use Diffit, Magic School. There's so many tools out there, particularly in a place like New York City where students are so diverse. You need to be able to differentiate your lessons. And so it's a very powerful tool for me as a teacher, as a tutor. I have students with disabilities, and so that will help me. Even in, like, for example, my best friend, she wanted to sell her house and she asked AI to assess the market in her area and give her a suggested price. And she did very well with it.
Yeah, and today actually it's interesting because and I'm going to show it later today. Um, I used one of the AI tools, especially ChatGPT, to kind of do a market research on the housing real estate market for investors in Rochester, and it created a beautiful report, and I'm going to show it with the rest of the um, audience here today. So, Vicky, would you mind sharing something?
Hi, thank you. So I love AI for communication and writing letters and email responses and social media posts. Where I seem to have a problem, where I can't seem to get past is how do I get AI to do things on its own for me? How do I automate it? I'm in a client-facing business, and so that's really where I find that I need some help.
Okay. Um, Today's session, I did not really focus more on that automation part because I felt that was a little bit more on the advanced side. So I kept it on more on the basic levels. But just to answer your question, you can check Zapier, and that is a tool that you can then connect with your with maybe like ChatGPT or any of the other existing platforms, and that is a way you can like automate. I can put it in the chat. Zapier, Zapier.
Okay.
And you can then be able to like connect with tools, and then Zapier would then like you can train it to kind of like automatically respond to your clients, answer emails. If
Hmm.
you get like an email about a specific query, you can um, then kind of like from your ChatGPT platform, very quickly you can just type in your answer prompt and it will create a craft a beautiful email and just automatically send it. You don't have to like even go to your Gmail, answer your emails and stuff like that. So that's one of the ways you can kind of like automate some of the things, and you can look into Zapier, check out YouTube videos on how to do email automation and some of that other client-focused advisory task on using Zapier, and you'll be able to do it. Farouk.
Hi, good morning, Fatin, and hello, everyone. Yeah, so my name's Farouk, and I wanted to chime in. So I went back to school, and one of my classes we took was generative AI and basically how to build a Gen AI assistant. So I worked for the U of R in the supply chain department, and I built this Gen AI assistant basically based off my job, everything that I do on a daily basis, like how many items did I order on this day using this purchase order, how much did I spend over the past month, and I built it. It works. I built it off like about a year's worth of data on Excel, and it was a giant task and a long project. But I submitted it and got positive feedback. And I guess my next step is, so I've been showing some people at work um, how how I built it and what it does, and it's going over a lot of people's heads. um, Basically, they're just like, "Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's pretty nifty. I like that." It's what I know U of R is a giant system, and this webinar is more for small businesses. But it, Fatin, if you have some time, maybe we could talk about how we could implement something like that into maybe not the whole hospital, but in our department. Because I have the product, I have the idea. It's just how I can try and make it work into a functioning tool. So that was just my input. Thanks.
Well, thanks a lot, Farouk. We'll definitely connect later. Um, Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for everybody for sharing your insights. So, with that being said, I didn't want to specifically go into ChatGPT because that's kind of the most popular AI tool in this day and age. And so that's why I want to like venture out from that and kind of talk about some of the other tools. And some of these tools you may already know, you may have already used, and they exist. So starting off is Canva. So let's introduce with Canva. So Canva is one of the most popular, powerful, and practical tools for business owners, entrepreneurs, you can say designers, marketers, or even corporate people too. So it's essentially a design platform built for people who are not designers, but they still need their business to look professional, credible, and visually polished. So traditionally with Canva, you can create flyers, menus for your restaurants, brochures, business cards, different things that are required for that requires you to hire a graphic designer or maybe outsource your work, but you can learn a little bit of the tool and kind of play around with it and be able to like do it in-house by yourself. And so basically Canva, it removes all of that barriers, and it's quite affordable. And basically as a business owner, you can create professional marketing materials yourselves and quite affordably. Um, One of the biggest selling point of Canva is that it has a lot of like ready-made templates. You can definitely create like presentation materials and slides, and I've seen in the oops, what happened? Ah, oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. Um, And somebody in the chat mentioned that they used Canva. Yeah, I mean, you can use AI tools to create presentations and pitch decks. That's one of the reasons why you can use this platform for. So, like, instead of like creating your ideas from scratch using Canva, you can design your social media posts, your reels, stories, a lot of that design because they already have pre-existing, pre-made templates with the correct aspect ratios and photo sizes and file sizes and everything. So you can basically use this tool to be able to do a lot of the task very easily. And that being said, I didn't want to go more into Canva. Um, but let's talk about another tool, Quillbot. Interestingly, Quillbot is um, it's basically like a tool that's not really not a lot of people know about it, but this AI tool did exist way before ChatGPT and Claude and all of these other tools existed. And it was kind of like one of the early entrants into the market, and maybe that's why it didn't really take off that much. But Quillbot is kind of like it's used for those times or those moments where you know what you want to say or you know what you want to write, but you're not quite sure how you want to say it in the best possible way. So what it basically does is if you already have a written document, an email, text, or even a paper, um, and you can then put it in on Quillbot, and Quillbot will be able to like help you like rewrite it, sound it more natural, humanize the text, get rid of all sorts of plagiarism. It has built-in plagiarism checkers, grammar checkers, and a lot of that, and kind of like adjust your tone of the of your writing. For example, let's say you want your writing tone to be more professional, polished. For a corporate setting, you can basically go through those parts in the platform, and then you can be able to like rewrite those text. Netta, do you have a question?
Yes, what's what's the advantage of that versus chat? We do all of that in a chat as well.
I know. So let me. I will basically show you in a moment. Okay. Um. uh, Let me see. Okay. So I've taken some screenshots from the platforms to kind of like give you guys a little bit of demo. So when you basically want to open an account with Quillbot, it will kind of like give you those options. Why you want to like use it for? Is it for work, academic, personal use, etc. So you fill out those questionnaires, and then you kind of like select why you want to use Quillbot for, maybe for emails, chats, research papers, professional writing, etc. And then where do you mainly write them? Google Docs, PowerPoint, Outlook, Gmail, WhatsApp, etc. So talking about the benefits, one of the benefits of using Quillbots is that it has those Google Chrome extensions, and you can basically integrate the platform with all of these, with your email, Gmail, Google Docs, Word, Microsoft, etc. So basically, Quillbot kind of like exists, and it works within those platforms itself. So you don't have to like open that app separately and kind of take your copy paste your work and do it all over again. Instead, you can kind of like go into the Google Docs, and you can kind of like work with Quillbots and be able to rewrite whatever you want to do. Um, so for example, it has a lot of these things like AI Humanizer. I have specifically found the AI Humanizer tool for Quillbot to be more useful than ChatGPT. Sure, if you have written something and you want ChatGPT to like make it sound more natural, you can do it. But the way Quillbot does, it's actually like way better than the other tools, because this platform is specifically built for doing this one particular task, or very specific task. Whereas like ChatGPT is like open source, it gets fed with tons and tons of data, like it's an open source platform. Um, However, that's why Quillbot has a very specific function. So to talk about like a lot of these tasks that you can do in ChatGPT, why do you want to do it in these other apps or platforms? Is because in ChatGPT, you can create images, you can create videos, you can do a lot of this task. But there are also other AI tools that are specifically built for doing those particular tasks separately, and they tend to do a better job at doing those tasks. Uh, so I basically took these are some prompts here that I want to like copy paste, and I have the platform open here that I'm going to like put in, and kind of to give you guys a demo of how this works. And I'm using the free version. They obviously have paid versions, and maybe if you are somebody who has to write a lot, if you are maybe an editor, you work in any kind of like text heavy or written heavy like profession, maybe you need to want to get to the paid version. So I put the text over here, and I have selected AI Humanizer. I can go for plagiarism checker, AI detector, grammar checker, etc. I can click on Humanize, and it is basically going to give me where exactly it has changed the words, the sentence structure, a lot of that. So this is a feature that you cannot find in ChatGPT, basically. ChatGPT is going to take whatever you've written, is going to like write it in its own way and give you a thing. However, with Quillbot, it is going to give you like exactly how and where it has changed the sentence structures, words, grammars, and etc. And if there's something you don't really like, you can basically click over there, and kind of it gives you suggestions on how you can interchange those words and text. Um, so there's also other ways where you can basically change it. Like, for example, if you want it to be more of a formal tone, you can click on formal. Oops, yeah, that's for the paid version. Um, and you can actually select, do you want it to be, do you want to like shorten it, expand it? What are the reading levels for your audience? If you're writing it something for a professor, high school level, or even as school level students, then you can basically make those changes, and it is going to like uh, rewrite everything and make that writing specifically for that reading level, for the audience for that reading level. And that's one of the ways. Yes, Neta, do you have a
Yeah,
question?
a question. So, just as a general question, all these tools that you're going to be talking about, do they actually read as AI for, the Google kind of spiders, and also for, say, a high school, right? If they are now writing an essay using that. So, if they humanize it, would it still be flagged as AI or not?
Let's try that over there, because they already has an AI detector tool. So for example, we took this text and kind of humanized it, right? So if I copy paste this and see if it's in the AI detector to see if this actually works. Let me put it over there, and I can say detect AI. So 47% of text is likely AI. And it gives it gives AI generated is 47%, human read is 53%, and different moderates stuff. But for example, this one, and I have another example here, which this prompt I'm pretty sure is going to give us maybe 100% AI because I used AI to kind of write it. So I'm just gonna cancel that, paste it, detect 76% definitely because I used ChatGPT to write this whole text. So that's kind of how it does it. Um, did it answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Is there any more hands? I think I saw another hand. All right. If not, then I'm gonna move ahead. Um, start. Okay. Sorry about that. Oops. Sorry. All right. So Quillbot. So after that Quillbot, we have Jasper. So Jasper is a tool that's built specifically for marketing and growth focused content. So like it is designed to help like business owners or marketing professionals who need to put out contents regularly. So things like ads, social media posts, blogs, email campaigns, websites, copy, etc. But they don't have the budget or the money to kind of like hire a copywriter. So what makes Jasper different is that it focuses on writing that's meant to like convert and not just sound good. So it helps like generate like website contents, landing pages that kind of can guide customers towards taking actions while maintaining your consistent brand voices. So when you sign up with Jasper, you it gives you the option to kind of like explain why you want to use this platform for, what's the size of your company, what's the main reason for using it, what kind of things you want to do with it, and then it in the platform it has a lot of these automatically like kind of apps. So basically, you want to list an Amazon product. Let's say you are an Amazon seller and you want to list an Amazon product, so then you have to create your descriptions. So it has this pre-built tools within itself that you can then click over there and you can basically create a detailed Amazon list for your product. You have to like answer some of the questions like why you want to use it for, who are your target audience, and like what's the go-to action for that. And once you select those options and kind of like outline your goals, like your objectives, then Jasper is going to create those contents specifically for that purpose. And it has like a lot of different functions. For example, if you want to send an email on LinkedIn versus you want to write a LinkedIn post, or you want to like create a story on Instagram. So it has different tasks, different apps for different tasks within different platforms. So like even for LinkedIn, you want to write an article versus you want to make a post. So it has different functions for that. And then if you are a business owner, you can basically select your brand voice. You can create your own brand voice and the audience that you're writing to, and it's going to automatically save those functionalities. And so every time you do a certain task, maybe writing a pitch deck, creating a landing page for your website, etc., it is going to automatically like take that information that is pre-existed, pre-built for your company, and then it's going to utilize that to do that task. There's another platform, Mixo. I sometimes use it, and I also sometimes suggest my clients to use platforms like this. They are very easy, cheap, and affordable. platforms for creating landing pages and websites for businesses. So you can basically just write prompts and based on the prompts and what kind of company or business you have, it is going to create websites for you. So for example, and we can play around with this here. Let's see, where's Mixo? No. Oh yeah, here's Mixo. Let's just give a quick demo. Um, let's see. All right. Does anyone want to share a business idea that they have or a business that you have, and we can try to create a website with Mixo in very easy steps. Can I have a volunteer?
Daycare.
Okay, daycare. So yes, give me some more ideas. Like this is a daycare business. What kind of business, what kind of like website you want for that?
A website to encourage parents to come sign up. We service children 6 weeks to 12 years old. Um, Lunches, breakfast, lunches, meals are included.
I think that's a
That's
little
good
bit too
enough.
much for now.
Okay. All right.
So a website for a daycare business and the part of using AI platforms is you need to understand like the idea of prompting, which is you don't want to whenever even for us as humans when you provide information to us, sometimes we get very overwhelmed, right? And it's the same with these AI tools too. You don't want to overwhelm the platform by giving it a lot of information upfront. You want to be able to do it on a step-by-step process because at the end of the day, these are artificial intelligence. They are computers. They build and they're built and they think on a logical basis. So the more like time you take with your prompting, where you are able to give it instructions on a step-by-step basis, like, okay, first you do this, second you do this, third you do that one at a time, the more better output and results you're going to get. So we're starting as it's going to be a website for a daycare business. The goal is to get parents to sign up and send their kids to this daycare facility. Okay, create my website. So within a minute, like you already have a daycare landing page. It's albeit it's a simple one, but the good part about using this platform is that you can customize them. Um, like this is just the beginning, right? You can create more pages, you can like add your logos, and maybe the side goal. Your side goal is to like grow your mailing list. You want people to sign up. You want their parents' information so that you can be able to like contact them, right? So if you go to the design tabs, it also it gives you a theme like Emerald, which is a friendly theme font, publication sophisticated. You want more of a dark mode website. It's then going to change that based on the lighting, color, etc. Animations none. The thing is with the layouts. This is the classic general one. If you want to like go with more of the launching apps or creating more of those complicated or better looking websites, you then have to like sign up for their paid versions because this is the free version. So I'm not going to go over that. But the good part of using these platforms for creating, your business website is that like they are very affordable. Um, Before you'd have to spend like $2,000, $3,000 to get people to build a website for you, but now you can do it pretty cheap. And I think Mixo with their hosting and basically getting your like domain and everything, it costs like around $20 a month. I think we have a couple of hand raises. Jeanette,
Hi there. Thank you. Thank you for this. This is awesome because I am a user of AI. So I have different platforms for different things. So far I use Claude AI, I use ChatGPT, and I'm a part of a grant community that also has, which something tells me they might use Quillbot. I don't know. But I love the AIs when they're within the community in which you are, working in, because
Exactly.
it becomes so personalized. And so that grant community allows me to just keep building on the things that I'm doing as an affiliate and offering people. The only reason why I bring that up is because my struggle has always been I've been like married for way too long to GoDaddy. And and I'm just like so tired of them. And although I am a collector of URLs, and they have this whole little market where you can collect URLs and that's all. But I find that, and I've built sites with them, but they're still so behind on certain things. They
Upsell you
they
all
keep
the time.
building and building, but all they're doing is building, but then charging you in the back end.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm loving this like Mixo, because so you're saying when you said affordable, because my next conversation is with GoDaddy today, and
Yeah.
so
I think we if we go to Mixo, I'm sure there's a pricing tab uh somewhere over here. Pricing. Let's just check it right now. You get a free trial, and then there's a growth side, which is only $16 a month. And if you just go on the premium high end with everything, domain and email, and you want to add multiple people and all this, $30 a month. And that's just what you pay versus like with GoDaddy and then all of the other platforms, sometimes you have to like purchase the domain separately, which could cost money, and then you have to like host it within some other platform that also costs money. So like when you have like all of those together built in one platform and just giving you pricing, that's I think that's always a good. And also, for disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any of these platforms. This is just me when like I have come across these platforms and I have used them in the past, some of these, and I have suggested my clients, and uh, that's kind of why I'm sharing this with the community here. I'm not affiliated with any of these platforms in any way, shape, or form. So just to
I
let you
love that. I love that. And I love the transparency. Thank you. And I like the basic site, because the other thing that I've discovered is that you can create these like very simple landing page websites on Google, right? They have their own setup, on the cloud that you can set up, but it's still Google owned. It's still Google. And so this is basically, I mean, if you have your URL, it's just, that landing page or homepage. It gets you started and includes website hosting, which is good for $8 a month. That's way affordable. And you can white label it, so the Mixo branding is not on it, which is
right.
also a biggie. Okay.
There was another platform that I was. Oh yeah, there's another one that I just found this today actually.
Okay.
And trust me, like AI, there's so many of these AI tools that are out there. Like I don't know a lot of their names, and I'm discovering them every single day. So this is another one, Loophole, and I found it to be more user friendly than the Mixer that I have showed you,
Okay.
because what I discovered is if you are a business owner and you have business in certain specific market, for example, if you go at the very bottom, let's say you have a real estate business, you have a restaurant business, or a wedding, dental, electric, like there's different businesses, right? You can then click there, like for example, I want to look into the restaurant, right? You can click over there, and you can basically they have pre-built templates that are specifically designed for the restaurant market. And I thought that was wow, that's actually very cool. And it works in the very same way as Mixo as well, where you kind of like talk about the product in a prompt. You basically talk about the prompt, you write a prompt, and then it kind of works. Um, and so I think I can play this video. It's like a 1 minute video that kind of like gives a quick demo of what this platform is, and maybe you can also understand. Let me see.
Yeah, here is Toma. Ready?
Can you guys hear the sound? Okay.
We're the founders of Drupal, an AI agent tool that helps you build stunning websites in under 30 seconds without writing any line of code. So let's dive in and see what examples we can build with Loople. For example, if you're a restaurant owner, you definitely need a website to show your services. So let's tell Loople to generate a website for a Japanese restaurant in Bucharest. I want the main color scheme to be red, and I want images with sushi as well. And send. So right now, the AI is generating the website. This process takes around 50 seconds, during which the AI builds the layout, writes the content, and selects images that match the exact needs. And voila, the website has been created. Looks cool, right? Yes, but let's make it much cooler. Let's ask the AI system to change the buttons in the header to help the user make an appointment. And up. And the possibilities are unlimited. You can ask the AI assistant to make any changes you want, you can add multiple pages, or even have your own AI-powered blog. And then, at the end, you can easily publish your website under a Loople subdomain, or you can connect your own custom domain in just a few moments. So, what are you waiting for? Build faster, skip over.
So yeah, there's a lot of these tools. It's just not Mixo or Loophole. I can tell you there's a bunch of these tools that are out there. You just have to find them. Or, use ChatGPT, use Claude, just say, hey, give me a list of 20 AI like website builder tools, and you'll get a beautiful list of those tools. So that's interesting. All right. So moving on. This was Mixo. Okay. Oh yeah, I already showed Mixo. Okay, there's another one. TDO. I found this TDO website. This is also another AI platform. It's an AI powered chatbot and live chat tool that helps businesses respond to your customers even when nobody's active online. So it can automatically answer common questions, things like your business hours, pricing, services, etc., so that your customers don't have to wait for a reply. And when a question becomes complex, the platform will allow a real person to like step in and answer through the live chat functions. So after you sign up, so this is kind of like the first page for TDO. When you open the platform, like after you sign up, it is gonna ask you what's your main focus for using the platform. Like you want to solve customer problems, or do you want to like increase sales, things like that. You kind of answer those questions, and then basically you kind of have this is the part where you kind of personalize the platform, and then you can connect the live chat features with your website. So if your website is built on like JavaScript, WordPress, or a lot of these other hosting platforms, you can copy those thing and you can put it into those your website. And then you can add the live chat function into your website as well. So then like on the dashboard, it has a lot of like features. For example, the inbox tab, it kind of allows you to like manage your conversations. Like it categorizes discussions into like sections like unassigned, open conversations, or like solved. And additionally, like it helps. It gives you the function to like integrate other apps like like Facebook Messenger, Instagram, etc., or even your email. And so basically through the platform you can just answer your if you have a customer asking you a question about your product on Facebook Messenger, you don't have to log into Facebook and find that. You can basically answer that from your TDO platform. And then it also has a dashboard platform. Like basically over there you can access like insights such as metrics or your leads, basically your and kind of like get a lot of like insights into the platforms, and kind of like your performance metrics and visitor statistics, etc. So basically chatbots, like a lot of businesses, they have it. Corporations, almost every like even banks and a lot of them, they have like chatbot features. They kind of like help the customers to like integrate, engage with the platforms and kind of like answer their quick basic questions. But obviously whenever there's this very specific question, that is the time when a real person has to step in and kind of like answer that. But nonetheless, like chatbots and these AI platforms, they kind of help you to like increase your sales. for lead generations and effective problem solving, because whenever you're engaging with the customers, you will see that they want you to put your email address, your phone number, and that is a way for you to like build your customer list as well. So yes, Netta, do you have a question?
Yes, this is very relevant. So do you create do you create your answers, your automated answers, or you feed in like your features, your brand, whatever, and then the AI kind of creates those answers? In other words, how much control do I have of that interaction with the customer?
Right. So if you know, like, okay, if a customer is going to reach out to me, so basically you take the hat, you put on the hat of your customer, right? And then you ask yourself, if I am the customer of this product or this business, what are the common questions or queries that I might have, and how can I ask that question, right? So then you basically create your answers, right? And you automatically pre-feed that into the system. And you will see that if you go to some of the chatbots, they already have those questions already asked. So if you know, like if I'm a customer, I know that, oh, like I was gonna ask this question, and that question is already there, I can just click on that, and it's gonna give me that answer automatically. So you kind of have to like provide those information. Like for example, that this platform is not gonna know your store opening hours and closing hours, whether you're giving special discount sales, things like that. It's not gonna know that unless you feed that data into that system. So you have to like provide that information for it to be able to answer that. Carmen?
Yes, so I had a question about data security and customer data protection. Um, and I don't know if you could go into that with this as an example, because they would be entering their email addresses, and would the company like maintain full control of that data?
Actually, this is something that's way above my domain, truth be told. Um, if you are worried about your data protections, like whether what they're doing with your email list and stuff, you kind of have to like, like usually, in good faith, when I ask a question in a chat bot and I know that I'm not getting my answer, so then they want you to like write a message or send them a message. So like I'm assuming that, well, I'm going to basically put my email address and like write my message in the text box feature, and then whenever on their end they're going to get that message in the inbox features over here, and then basically they're going to like answer that question, and when they hit the send, it's going to come automatically to my inbox. So I can only expect that I am only providing my email address for the purpose of the communication, but if they're doing something else like selling my email address or my information to a third party, for that you have to like go through these platforms like terms of services and conditions and kind of like read through that, and or make your own judgment. But I do not really know in depth about that, or even for this platform too.
Okay, thank you.
um all right, there's another fun tool in video. Has anyone used this platform?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let me introduce you to InVideo. As the name suggests, it's a very powerful and incredible tool for small businesses that want to make use video marketing without the complexity and the cost of producing a traditional video for your business, right? So it basically uses AI to turn your simple ideas into, or text prompts into complete videos automatically, like things like handling your scripts, your visuals, voiceovers, music, captions, etc. So this kind of helps business owners to create promotional videos and product demos and explainers and basically social media contents in like matter of minutes. And so like usually why you want to use platforms like this is, first of all, you don't want to like invest a lot into like social media marketing, or you want to like, if you want to create a budget friendly like video, like, so the technical skills is the biggest barrier. Like you have to hire a production team to create those contents, whereas with in video with AI generated videos you can like market your product. So I have a demo over here that I put. So basically, okay, I can, this was a prompt that I developed basically with ChatGPT. I wanted to like create a 45 to 60-second promotional launch video for a new pizza shop in Rochester opening in summer. And so I basically gave some of the description, like for example, bring in a warm, inviting visuals for fresh pizza ingredients, like use upbeat cozy background music that feels energetic yet welcoming. And then I wanted it to say that coming to Rochester, New York, summer 2026, fresh, local, made with care, etc. So I created that prompt for how I want that video to be. And this is basically the InVideo platform. And this was the video that they created. I wanted the video to specifically for Instagram. When you basically put the prompts in, you have the option to select what platform you want to use it for. Is it for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc.? So it creates videos based on that too. So for example, this is a Instagram video that they created. Uh, let's see. Oops, just a moment. Okay. Oops, why is it not working?
Chester, we're getting the pizza place we actually deserve. Picture this: fresh dough stretched by hand, rich tomato sauce spread with care, and real mozzarella that actually melts the way it should. This isn't just another pizza joint. We're talking fresh, handcrafted pizzas made with premium ingredients that'll make your taste buds remember why you fell in love with pizza in the first place. It's family friendly, community driven, and perfect whether you're dining in with the kids, grabbing takeout after work, or hosting those casual get-togethers we all love. Coming to Rochester this summer 2026. Fresh, local, and made with the kind of care this city deserves. Follow us for updates because trust me, you won't want to miss this.
So this is just the basic on the basic platform. If you want to move to the pro version that allows you to like uh, put your own contents, maybe your logo of the company or of your pizzeria or actual photos of your pizzas, things like that, you can put those videos together as well, and it is going to like merge all of them together and create those videos. And you can like write your own script, your own voiceovers, and say, because it kind of sounds very AI generated voices. So you if you have like a small microphone and you want to like use your actual voice and then kind of integrate with the platform too, it can do all of that, but that's on the paid version. So that's one platform that I found. There was another one that I found today. It was um, Pictory. It's kind of the same one, but like it goes scene by scene, so it creates different scenes for like what you want to do with the with that. So like this is like a scene one. Um,
What's this
and then
platform? Sorry.
it's called Pictory, Pictory, Pictory AI. And then scene two, scene three, scene four. So it goes by scene, and then you can customize, edit each of the scenes separately, and then merge together. Now you have a beautiful video for your business. And the kind of the videos, they kind of look pretty realistic, in my opinion. Before, like even like a 1 year ago, like the videos that were being generated, they looked very much AI-like, but this ones look pretty realistic, in my opinion. So, and this video was particularly built for YouTube. So now it has a different aspect ratios and different size for the YouTube. So this the platform is Pictory for creating video contents for your businesses. Uh, so um, I think well that was all from me from on the presentation slides, but I also want to go back into ChatGPT. That is a tool that I use a lot in my day to day, and I wanted to show. Does anyone have any questions about ChatGPT, or anyone uses ChatGPT pretty often, or do you use the paid versions? Yeah, please. Do you have anything to
I
say, Janet?
this is, and again, it's just me based on learning the hard way on so many things when I try to navigate my business and, social media, which I'm not on all the time, but I'm trying to get on it again. And so, I learned just last night, and the ladies on the call will can relate maybe. It was late last night, and I shouldn't have been scrolling and get influenced by ads, but there was an ad on face yoga, and I thought it was so cool, and I because I'm a fitness coach, I was going to do, and I went for this app, and it was fictitious. And I thought, okay, my lesson there was today, and I had forgotten about this workshop, but I was talking to the bank. Um, what's to say that I can't just go to ChatGPT or any of these AI sites and say, hey, ChatGPT, set me up with a face yoga program for my business. And it would just like, because it's done it for clients for my fitness program, but face yoga could be done. My next question is, has anyone like, and I hate to say this because I know that there are guys that are and women who are setting up apps, but would ChatGPT help you create an app as well? I mean, is that something, is it that powerful?
Anyone wants to answer the second question before I chime in? Okay, so ChatGPT cannot help you create apps. It's still not there yet, but there are other AI platforms that can help you create apps. And one of that platform that I use is Replete. I can show you here. Um, Replete is a platform. Um, Instead of you coding and creating apps, you can use Replit, talk with the platform, give it information like, hey, I want the app to have the XYZ features, I want it to do this, that, and it's going to like design and create that app for you. So
Okay, okay. All right. So you just answered that, and I have you in an email, right? Because I'll just get back to you on that because I know you have a small amount of time to continue. So I won't take you out of your program.
okay, no
That
problem.
was
I'll drop my email on the chat, and you can reach out
okay.
to me afterwards. Allison and Haiti, who wants to go first? I think Haiti was first, but please. I think you're on mute. Yeah. Uh,
Yes. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I couldn't get my button unmuted. Thanks. What I wanted to know is that I have used, like for example, Chat GPT for free, but now I've run out of my options. Now they say I have to pay.
They
So,
all want you to pay at some point.
so anyway, my question is these options that you have provided us, team, are they paid or are they free?
Like they all give you either free basic version to use to play around, and the hope is that once you get used to it, you're gonna pay for the service. Or
Right.
they will give you the whole platform, but they'll give you the 7 days free trial. Um, so it's either one of those two options. And some of the for example, Mixo and the other ones, like they have the basic versions, in video basic versions. However, some of the other ones you have to like have like a 7 day free trial or 10 days free trial and kind of go through that. Like for example, Jasper TDO, they wanted me to like pay for them for a 7 day free trial. I didn't want to like go through that whole sign up process. That's why I didn't do it. But there's that options for you. Allison?
Thank you.
I just had two questions, and they'll be quick. The first is just, what is the best AI tool for creating PowerPoint presentations and trainings? And I know Allison mentioned Magic School, and you've mentioned Canva, and maybe even buying Chat GPT, but what do you suggest?
Um, if you are looking for design elements perspective, like, hey, I want my presentation to be beautiful. Like, I don't really care about the contents and stuff, like, but like, I want beautiful, like, visually appealing design. Go with Canva. They are one of the leading, they're a unicorn billion-dollar company, and they existed. They've been here for like over 10 years, and even before AI came in, and then they integrated AI into their platforms, and it became much big of a powerhouse in the design aspect. So go with Canva. They have a lot of like templates there for you to use, and it's pretty user friendly too. So Canva, I would say all the way for design. Uh, for contents, for example, for presentations, even for my presentation today, I use ChatGPT to kind of come up with my talking points. So for that, you can use any regular platform, ChatGPT, or you could use like Claude, whatever gives you contents to like talk about, put on your slide, things like that. But definitely, it helps me, do my task pretty efficiently and gets me my work done pretty fast. So.
Okay, that is so helpful. And I see people really agree with you in the chat. So that's super helpful. And my last question is just what is the benefit to getting the paid for chat GPT? What do you get from that?
Okay, for example, and where's my chat? And some of these functions you can also get when you have like the free version, but they're also very limited. For example, over here, let me just put it over here. I'm not sure with the free version you have the way to connect your existing apps with ChatGPT, where like for example, Adobe Photoshop, your Expedia, Booking.com, a lot of these apps, even Replit that I showed you, which was basically a code building app, you can connect these apps with ChatGPT. You have to like sign up for them individually, but then you can connect them together. And so in ChatGPT, you can, let's say, for example, the Zillow, which is popular for buying, selling, renting houses, right? You want to like you are in the market for buying a house. Instead of going to Zillow and kind of like searching for yourself, you can just type it in ChatGPT like, hey, after you connect ChatGPT and Zillow together, you can say, hey, I'm looking for houses in Rochester under 300K in this is neighborhoods. It's going to like filter you, give you those information, and kind of help you connect with the buyers and things like that. So they do a lot of these functions. You can connect a lot of these apps with ChatGPT. Codex, I think this is basically the coding platform. You can connect with your GitHub and other coding terminals and platforms. Um, Custom GPTs, I'm not sure if there's a limit to how many custom GPTs you can build. For example, when I was in college, like I created this custom GPT, which is a book, an investment book. I studied finance. It was an investment book that I wanted to like study. So I uploaded the entire book. So I created a custom GPT, which is like like within ChatGPT, it's a GPT that is built to only do this function, which is going to help me learn the contents of this book. As a student, I found this very effective. So I created this custom GPT where I uploaded the entire book to ChatGPT, and I was able to then ask questions like, hey, like for example, explain the main points of portfolio theory. If I just click on that, it's going to search the knowledge bank, or it's going to go through the book, and it's going to like clearly, effectively answer my questions or help me understand and learn. If there was a certain math problem within the book that I didn't know how to solve, I can just say, hey, go to page 30, problem number 2.0, or 2.7. Help me solve that problem. It is going to then like solve the problem for me and explain to me how it solved the problem. So this was something that really helped me as a student when I was a student, like to learn and basically learn the book. There's another one that I use kind of like for my clients, which is helping my clients with creating their business plans, interview resumes. Those are all custom GPTs that I've created. And then you can also explore GPTs too. If you go to explore GPT function, you can let's say you want something for that does very specific thing, AI humanizer, which is for humanizing your text. For writing, you want to write a song with ChatGPT, so you can click over here and you can start the chat, and I can say write lyrics for a song about future of AI. So now it created a song, title Word for Tomorrow. Yeah, so it does a lot of different things. AJ, do you have a question?
Hi, yes. How do you create your own GPT?
Interesting question. I don't think we have a lot of time. I would suggest go to YouTube and type in how do I create a custom GPT for myself with ChatGPT. It is going to walk you through the step-by-step process for doing that. And trust me, it does wonders. And you can basically train that GPT to do a specific task for your specific needs. For example, for me, I wanted it to help me learn that book, teach me investment concepts, and that's all it did. Um, and also, I also wanted to show. I don't know. We have a lot of time. You can do market research if you are a business owner and you want to like ask do like a whole market research. For example, if you click on the plus sign over here, there is a deep research function which allows you to like do market research. Or any kind of like complicated like research for anything. For example, I wanted to do a market research on the real estate market in Rochester. I wanted it to include data, images from authentic sources. So then it came back to me, asked me a couple of questions, like from which period to which period, what kind of properties that I'm looking for, etc. And then it did a whole research for 7 minutes. And where is the result? I wanted to show the result. Oops. Do I have it? Oh, I think I downloaded it. Did I? Yep. Well, this was the result. It came back to me. It created an 8-page report on the housing market in Rochester, home sales, and it has the links to connecting to where it got the data from. It created graphs and everything and kind of like explained the whole housing market situation in Rochester. So AI can do a lot of wonders. You just have to explore and play around with the platforms and see what you can do with it. With that being said, I think with the interest of time, I'm gonna stop the presentation here. Thank you so much. Is there any other final questions?
Your email.
Oh, yes, my email. This is my work email. At rock.edu.
MNOR.
Thank you, Noor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Melinda asked me if I'm a professor. No, I am not a professor. I am a business advisor for the SBDC. I wish I was a professor.
Well, there's still time.
Yeah, possibly. If I go back to do a PhD, maybe I can be a professor.
Well, this kind of information is so invaluable. I mean, you could just if you even charge us $20, there's so many of us here. You could probably pay for that.
No.
Masters.
Thank you so
Well,
much for
that's
your words.
awesome.
This is not a temporary email. This is my work email. If you have any questions, if you are looking for business advisement, go to the SBDC Finger Lakes website, and you can sign up for an advisement session with our advisors there. Yeah, that is my work email, not my personal email. So
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you again.
thank you so much.
Thank
Great day.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.
Hey.
Okay, that's the end of the program. I'd like to thank Fatin for speaking with us today. And for people still here, the recording will be put on YouTube within the week. You will all be emailed a copy of a link as well as the presentation slides. Fatin, could you send those to me?
I will send those slides to you, no problem.
Perfect. And I hope everybody have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.